Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Apex irons from Callaway.
I am Matt Adams alongside of Jim Gallagher Jr. And Jim, it's Championship Sunday, and boy, did we see some dramatic golf today.
We do. There's nothing like making a putt to win a tournament as a player, and I know the player that loses, they don't mind losing that way. They hate to give up a tournament. But Y.E. Yang, man, what a week he's had, and he played the best, really. Langer's unbelievable. We called him a freak yesterday, and he is. But a great putt for him. And, you know, Yang worked hard on his golf swing. That was a big thing he talked about, one of the changes he wanted to make. It paid off. His ball striking was pretty premier, especially greens and regulation numbers were fantastic. But all in all, it was a great week. It was a bunched-up leaderboard. We had 16 players within 4 going to the final round. We expected a close one, and we got it.
Bunched up leaderboard all over the world. In fact, let's get right to the highlights. We start with Bernhard Langer at the par 3 10th from 187.
Well, he is just making a run right here, and the golf swing looks really good. Remember, he had Achilles heel surgery in February. It's just unbelievable the way when he gets in contention, he dials it in.
He'd make birdie there, get to 11 under. Co-leader with Yang. Here he is at the 11th. This is for birdie.
Putter's been fantastic this week, as it always is. Great putt there.
The 67-year-old's now in sole possession of lead at 12 under. Y.E. Yang at the 11th for birdie.
Well, he needs to make some putts. He's played the back nine 6 under for the week coming into this back nine today. Nice putt there.
He's now co-leader after that hole. Stuart Sink at the 14th, his approach.
Stewart didn't drive the ball very well. Only hit 5 fairways yesterday and 4 today, but this is a decent lie. Even though he missed the fairway, he's got a chance to get it close, and he does.
He would make birdie from there. He would get to 12 under. All 3 now atop the leaderboard on that mark. Stay with Sink, par 5 15th for birdie.
Well, you got to make these putts. Good view right here. He's got it.
Great view. You can really see the movement on that one. To 13 under, he is ahead by 1. Y.E. Yang at the 17th. This is his approach.
Well, look how tight this golf swing is. It's not long, right on plane, staring it down. Clutch shot right there.
Especially considering the fact that Stuart Sink had to deal with this on his second shot at 17.
Yeah, his miss was to the right. It follow-through caught the tree, and that's going to come up just a little bit short. Tries to bounce up there, but big mistake off the tee on 17.
And he got somewhat unlucky with his lie there. He would end up making bogey and drop to 12 under. Y.E. Yang for birdie.
Yeah, got to pay it off. Center cut. Nice.
To 13 under, he would go. Now he's in sole possession of the lead. Bernhard Langer, the Hall of Famer at 18. This is a putt for birdie.
How many putts has he had to win, and how many putts has he done this on?
Wow.
That's the get in the playoff there.
Langer is now at 13 under par. Y.E. Yang has to make this one.
Yeah, I jumped the gun, but look at this stroke. Oh, get in. Okay.
He is on his way to the playoff against Langer. That playoff would be conducted at 18.
We're going to play 18 repeated, just over.
Bernhard Langer, this is after his drive.
One of the best with the hybrids. Hal Werman was one of the best with fairway woods, but look at this shot right here. Nearly in the same spot he hit it in when he hit in the rough of the hole before when he's playing regulation.
Magical shots for the 67-year-old, leaving a birdie opportunity. Now Y.E. Yang to answer.
Oh, he's tugged it just a little. Will it catch the green? Okay, yeah, good shot.
It looked more dramatic than the results. Very well done. So birdie opportunities, Langer first.
Oh, this is a solid stroke. Does it break? No, just too firm.
Now, Y.E. Yang for birdie and the win.
Hadn't won in so long. Can he do it?
Y.E. Yang secures victory, his first win on the PGA Tour Champions. That's his first win on a major tour in more than 6 years. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard. This is the way it all tallied out. Stuart Sink is costed dearly with that wayward drive on 17, missing the playoff one in dramatic fashion by Y.E. Yang. He's got a strong record here at the Ascension Charity Classic. Runner-up in 2022, then a tie for third last year. So really impressive play, obviously, by Y.E. Yang. And what's interesting to me in particular, Jim, is that it was a progression throughout the week. Y.E. Yang told us he was working on something with his swing. It looked like he had found something. Could you explain to us what the bridge was that brings us now to post-tournament him as the champion?
Well, part of it is you asked me in the pregame, success on this golf course, does it help? Well, absolutely. It's win, play, show now. So when you look at that, but when you make a swing change, you've got to put it in play, and that's one of the things that makes it so difficult. But he looked like it was comfortable, and I think one of the things he said is he got long with it. He got a little upright, tried to keep that left arm a little bit more on plane back and through, and it's paid off. And I mean, he made some clutch putts, but his ball striking iron play was phenomenal all week long. He hit 85% of his greens in regulation, and that's just pretty good ball striking around there. But he made some key putts, and the big key for me is he played the back nine a little bit better than everybody else that was in contention, and that was a big plus for him. But what a good couple putts there on the last hole. If you haven't won, and as long as he hasn't won, that's where you feel your nerves. They're in your hands. But, man, those are two clutch putts he made, both in regulation and, of course, to win.
There is no doubt about that, and perhaps this is just the start of things once again for Y.E. Yang. Let's take a look at some of the winners' notes. His first PGA Tour Champions victory in his 72nd start. He joins KJ Choi as players from South Korea to win on the PGA Tour Champions. It was 15 years since he came from behind to defeat Tiger Woods at the 2009 PGA Championship. Jim, take a look at this video. What kind of memories does this bring back?
Well, great memories for him, but how about that? You're going head-to-head with one of the greatest, if not the greatest player that's ever played, who never loses a major on the final day. This swing right here, we talked about Bernhard Langer's hybrids. How about this one? Up over the tree to here. Couldn't have dropped it out of his pocket any better than that.
This was to win. That is a day that few will forget because it was one of the only times that we saw Tiger Woods blink. Absolutely amazing stuff from Y.E. Yang. So let's pick up on the question that I asked as it was coming back to me, in fairness, which was, is this the start, do you think, for Y.E. Yang? You heard me say that he hasn't won on any major tour in more than 6 years. What we just watched was 15 years ago. With what he's doing with the golf swing, the body looks very much the same as it was, Jim. Yeah. Are you seeing a player that can win and win a lot?
Well, it's easy for us to sit there and say, oh, yeah, he's the next big thing. He's going to have a great year. But as a player, when you haven't won in several years, it gets in your mind like, will I ever win again? The thing is, I always felt comfortable in contention, even when I hadn't played in 10 years, when I turned 50 and played the PGA Tour Champions. You don't forget those feelings. It's just having those and getting comfortable in that position. But he played some phenomenal golf this week. It's such a competitive tour. It's hard to say, yeah, he's going to win 5, 6, 7 events. But if there ever was any doubt in his mind, that should be erased right now. We mentioned he finished second at Firestone. Very difficult golf course. He had a really good chance a couple times here and paid it off this week.